most reliable vehicles on the market is the Toyota Corolla. When Toyota said we're going to build an SUV with that same name, being the Corolla Cross, I knew right away it was going to be a success, and it has been for the brand. And for 2026, the Toyota Corolla has some changes. This is the hybrid. There's also a gas version. There are 2 engine choices. There's a lot of changes for 2026, and we're going to take this for a test drive. Let's start with the design, because this is different and the hybrid definitely stands out compared to the gas. One thing that is unique to the 2026 Toyota Corolla Cross, especially the hybrid, is this front grille. You will not see this on the gas. On the gasoline version, it is black, it is more aggressive and completely different looking, and you can define them in a parking lot or even in a dealer lot, which is good. You want this vehicle to stand out in the crowd, and this cornflower blue, I really like it. It is exclusive to the hybrid line. Besides this clean lines, it is smoked over on the Toyota logo, which again, really making this vehicle more modern and certainly stands out in the crowd. LED headlights and taillights are standard for both vehicles. There are 2 trim levels that are gas and 2 trim levels that are hybrid. LE and XLE for the gas, and SE and XSE, which is our test vehicle, for the hybrid. So they define each of them, so in a dealer lot, you'll definitely be able to tell the difference. One thing that's very interesting about the Corolla Cross is the gas is actually a more popular option, but I really think you should take the hybrid for a test drive before you make your decisions. And the reason I believe that is this has more power, it has better fuel economy, and overall, it's a pretty cool looking vehicle. There's also an optional sunroof, which will give you more light on the inside of the cabin. Under the hood of the Corolla Cross are 2 engine choices, a gas or a hybrid. Our test vehicle is the hybrid with 196 horsepower combined and 42 miles to the gallon, which is fantastic. Electronically controlled continuous variable transmission, rides on 18-inch alloy wheels, which you can get dark gray or you can go with black. The hybrid comes standard with all-wheel drive. If you choose the gas model, you'll get a 2-liter 4-cylinder engine with 169 horsepower and 151 pound-feet of torque. Also backed by a CVT transmission with a shift mode. It gets 32 miles to the gallon combined and rides on 17-inch steel wheels, but it is available in front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive and a towing capacity of 1,500 pounds. Our test vehicle rides on 18-inch black wheels. There are other wheel choices, but they're all-season tires, so you can drive it year-round. The profile of the Corolla Cross has not changed for 2026, but what has changed is there is Toyota Care, which gives you 2 years or 25,000 miles of basic maintenance. That'll help save you some money, and it's also important to note that the standard 3-year 36,000 mile warranty for the gas is longer on the hybrid because of the hybrid powertrain. The powertrain warranty is 5 years, 60,000 miles, but that hybrid battery underneath is good for 100,000 miles. The Corolla Cross seats 5 people comfortably. One of the things that I like about the hybrid is this blue striped interior, very nice with blue stitching, really classy, and makes it a more modern look than that of the gasoline version. You'll notice that the interior is pretty much the same. It does have heated steering wheel as well as heated seats, power seats on the driver's side, but not on the passenger side. But the seats do have nice bolstering, so they do give you really nice support. One thing that's new for 2026 is that 10.5-inch center screen that gives you all the technology you need, including wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, wireless charging, 2-stage heated seats, an EV mode, heated steering wheel. All the controls are here. A regular shifter, which I appreciate. One nice feature, it also has the hold button, so when you're sitting at a traffic light and you want to take your foot off the brake, the vehicle will not roll forward because you press this hold button, and if you don't like it, you don't have to use it. 2 cup holders and a very nice size armrest and center console. Glove box, pretty big and great place to store your owner's manual. Heading into the second row, it carries that really nice patterned seat into the second row. 2 child safety seats on the outboard side. Armrest folds down with 2 cup holders. These seats do fold down 60/40. There is no pocket behind the driver's seat. There is a pocket behind the passenger seat. Ventilation is here, and there's charging ports for 2 USB-C charge ports. The sunroof only goes back to behind the front seats. It does not go over the second row. In the doors, you've got a cup holder for storage, and that's pretty much about it. Coming around to the back of the Corolla Cross, you've got this upper wing, which makes it a sportier look. There's also the wiper blade, which I wish was tucked up underneath, but maybe they'll do that in future generations. But I do like the blacked out details, the Corolla Cross logo, the Toyota logo, and the XSE and the all-wheel drive logos. This makes this vehicle look sportier, more modern. And when you look at the gas version, you can definitely tell the difference between the two. Now, while we're back here, let's look at cargo space. There is a really nice cargo cover, which is retractable. In addition to that, you've got a nice carpeted area with JBL speakers in the back, and it has 24 cubic feet of storage with both seats up. Seats do fold down 60-40 to give you additional room. Because this is a hybrid and it's all about fuel efficiency, you will not see a spare tire, but you will see a tire inflation product instead. Inside the 2026 Toyota Corolla Cross Hybrid, the first thing you're going to notice is this beautiful 10.5-inch center screen, which is new for this year. Also, there's a 12.3-inch gauge cluster, which you can customize a little bit, but it shows you the eco, the power, or the charging, because this is using, obviously, as a hybrid. It's trying to get as much fuel economy and energy out of it as you can. And you'll notice that when you get to a stop sign like this, and the vehicle shuts off. And then it will use the electric portion to get you going. It's nice and quiet. But once you put your foot into the gas, you can hear the gasoline portion of the engine. It is a little bit loud, but it's a small engine, but it's about fuel economy. It's not about performance. And this vehicle is a very functional vehicle that's extremely reliable, and cost of ownership is low. And also check with your insurance agent. You'll find the rates on these are pretty reasonable. They make a lot of them, which means that they can get replacement parts. They're easy to repair. All of that makes the insurance costs lower. Of course, there's other factors that are on you as the driver, but the whole idea is that this vehicle is about being of good value. Now, additionally, below this, there is a button for the volume. That is the only button that has to control anything. When you go to the navigation, there's Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, or you can subscribe using their cloud navigation. Personally, I just use my phone. I just think that makes the most amount of sense. For music, JBL is standard in the hybrid. It's nice. It's got speakers in the doors, speakers on the columns. Good balance considering the price point of this vehicle. You're getting exactly what you're paying for, and I think that's an excellent value. You can, of course, connect all of your favorite stations however you'd like to. You've got Bluetooth, which is really, really nice. And then going into that car setting, you've got all the information. This is my favorite one to look at. I don't know why. It has to do with the energy flow. And it just shows whether you're on the battery or you're on the gas. And it sort of helps you become a better driver as far as for fuel economy standards, which is why you buy a vehicle like this. It's about getting phenomenal fuel economy. In addition, you've got settings further down, but for the most part, everything you need is right here in front of you. Climate control below, very easy to use, very standard. Your heated seats and your heated steering wheel are just below that, right behind the wireless charge area, which is nice. I wish there were 2 wireless chargers. Is that necessary? No, but if you got someone in the car, you know they're charging, or you've got more than one device, you can put your AirPods on there or whatever you have. USB charge port is on the left of the shifter. Your standard Prindle is directly behind that. Prindle being park, reverse, neutral, drive, low, which I don't really use low anymore. But either way, hold button is here, like I said earlier. Back behind that is 2 cup holders and a new center console. All the design inside is slightly upgraded, which I do like, very modern. And the hybrid does look different on the inside and the outside from the gasoline version. So if you're not sure which, take one for a drive. You'll find one that just fits you right. The steering wheel, well, just like any other Toyota, if you've driven one before, it'll be extremely intuitive. Cruise control on the right, all your audio systems on the left. Stocks are normal. Paddle shifters, are you going to use them? Probably not. But, people like to have them hit that low or that high, and I don't know. Are you really going to use that? I mean, you can hear the engine just struggling. I don't like to do that to the engine. I would just let it do what it does best, be fuel efficient. That's what it does best. You've got automatic headlights. Really a pretty simple car, but what I like about this vehicle is its value. I keep saying that, and that is why the Corolla has always been so successful. And then add on top of that an SUV, and now it's a winner for Toyota. As far as safety, standard Safety Sense 3.0, that includes all the safety. That is not true with all the competitors, so make sure that you do your homework to find out what they're offering, because many times you have to buy up for all those safety features that people like. When it's all standard, it makes people very happy. Great visibility, huge piece of glass out the front, out the rear. You can see clearly just using your mirrors. Side mirrors are nice and large. Regular rear view mirror. Everything is easy to use. And if you've got a new driver, this is an excellent first car. Now, we do cover the news. It's on Car Coach Reports, and all of our car reviews are on Car Smarts right here. And don't forget to check out our new radio show called The Drive with Lauren and Carl. It's on all AM and FM as well as podcast channels, and you can listen to it on YouTube at The Drive Car Show. Let's talk about the competitors and, most importantly, the price. There are quite a few competitors when it comes to the Corolla Cross, and that would be the Honda HR-V, the Hyundai Kona, Kia Seltos, Ford Bronco Sport, Chevrolet Spark, and the Subaru Crosstrek. There are other vehicles in this category, but those are their core competitors, and we have reviewed them all here on our Car Smarts channel. Now let's take a look at the pricing. This is where it really shines and the value stands out because the resale on these cars is excellent. Price point starts at $24,635 and goes all the way up to $31,000. That's fantastic price range for a new vehicle when the average cost of a vehicle is around $50,000. This is half of that. And you can get a lot of value, you get a lot of capability, as well as a lot of technology. Overall, I like the modern look, the styling, and the technology really makes the Corolla Cross stand out in the crowd. If you have any additional comments or questions, put them down below. If you'd like to support our channel, you can buy me a cup of coffee. The link for that is in the description. I'm Lauren Fix. Thanks so much for watching.